All right, I'm going to start the stream again. I guess I better start the stream again and see how it works out. Okay, here we go. It's not going to be really public, I guess,
Eh,
because since I got disconnected from the stream, might as well go ahead and continue because it's like there's no point. Let's see here. High Dive, $4.99 a month. Sign up now. Dubs on High Dive. Let's see, what else do they have? Okay, maybe later. I've just got. Oh, I seen Killer Bites. It's actually a pretty good anime, but they kind of. I don't know. They don't have another season for this. They just kind of ended it that way. Blade of the Immortal.
See that? Oh, so they canceled it.
Yeah, it left no conclusion. Let's see, Ascending. Let's see. Never seen that anime. Flying Witch. Black Bullet.
I can only say this game, Genshin Impact has some memeable parts, especially the interaction between Paimon and Venti.
Okay. Akima ga Kill. That's like $69.99. Jeez, for a Steelbook series. Blu-ray. Oh shit, they're bringing that back?
What?
Hayate the Combat Butler Ultimate.
Uh,
It's actually a pretty good anime. I used to remember watching it. But it's a shame it's not like the best series ever made. Let's see. Oh man. It's been a while. I don't even though Sentai Filmworks isn't like the best, but they tend to do okay with quality. I don't know.
Sentai Filmworks aren't they from the same neck of the woods as Funimation?
Somewhat, yeah. But they're willing to put out old animes and put them in good quality. Like they have like Masamu Sume, they have Vampire Hunter D Steelbook Blu-ray, but they cost a bit more. And they do have Anti-Do Jimmy Human season 2. They do have they have like the Legend of Galactic Hero premium box set, which is like freaking almost $800 fucking dollars.
I can never get into Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Planet complete collect. Oh my god.
Yeah, and they only have like the Japanese subtitle one. They don't.
Dude, that's the one. Oh god, Planet was it was not an easy show to watch.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get into because it's like 162 episodes plus 3 movies, and they even continue to do it with the OVA series. Like they had like several OVAs of this, and I wish I could buy this, but because just because it's like the most memeable anime by poll, and I did like the first movie.
A friend of mine told a couple of friends of mine who was watching the show with they called it fascism the anime and Western chauvinism the animation.
Yeah, and it's actually one of the most politically debated animes ever because both protagonists in the storyline are basically on opposite sides, and one's like a liberal historian, and the other one's like a fascist. Not really fascist, but he wants to change the. He wanted change in the kingdom because he was willing to work with people that were like not of royalty, not
Uh,
even with people.
Monarch is authoritarian.
Yeah, he's an authoritarian, but at the same time, he's willing to work with disabled people, even if they are not considered what you would call
genetically inferior.
Yeah, genetically inferior, because he worked with like I remember one of the episodes, he one of his officers confessed to him that he had a disability. He had like a left eye, and he basically said, "Okay, I'm going to let you work with me," because he honestly did not care, because he knew that guy would have loyalty towards him because he wants to become emperor. He knew that guy was going to become emperor.
Yeah, I mean, having watched a couple of episodes, I understand the appeal regarding the Legend of Galactic Heroes, but it wasn't. I couldn't get into. I can't.
It's not the best anime ever made. It's definitely,
It's definitely.
Yeah. And I actually I wish I could buy this anime, but I don't have the money for that. I wish I can, because it's kind of like a graphics card to me. It's like the expense of a graphics card. And I understood that the people who created this show kind of debated on whether or not they should release this and see how much it would cost them to put out the full release of the series.
The fact that the Federation logo looks like the Chrysler logo. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Seriously, take a look at the quality. It looks like the Panastar.
Yeah. And it's like one of the most politically based animes ever that basically tries to predict like certain things in the future that might have happened now. Mm-hmm. Especially, I did like it. I did like Yang's character, because he was more he debates the issue, and he basically points out certain things in history, and he basically goes into this whole aspect of history. Like, he basically believes in history and repeats itself and demonstrates it through the battlefield.
Oh yeah, Yang Wan Li.
Yeah, Yang Wan Li, that's his name, and he's an interesting character. Same with the what's his name?
I don't know the Emperor, but I do know that one of the things he did was he left his people starving in one of the episodes.
Yeah, because that was a part of his strategy.
Yeah, we just leave the planet. Fuck you all. And yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah, he became a tyrant. Like, and I think they both died, I believe.
Yeah, that was during yeah, he died in a battle for the guys died, those guys died in a battle.
Yeah, they both died in a battle. Like, they basically fought to the very end. Like, it was kind of like the Sherlock Holmes ending of that anime. And that series was like the longest anime series ever made. But
this show spans like 20 fucking years or so.
Yeah.
This show is like 20. This show has like 20. Has well over 20 to 30 years.
And I can't believe that anime is like $800. I wish they could just like put it like in increments of episodes and put out the movies.
Can you imagine how much the DVD set for One Piece is gonna cost if they ever end up releasing it?
Probably $100 per season.
Dude, we have well over 1,000 episodes of this show.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that one.
Definitely more than that. The same can be said for Pokemon. I mean, like the old episodes are actually hard to find, hard to come by, even more in Japanese. Like, you want to watch the Japanese dub of the Japanese version of Pokemon? Good luck with that, because a lot of the stuff came out in the 90s. It was either lost media or they ended up releasing VHS. For some reason, the first seasons of Pokemon are lost media. How?
Let's see here. Okay. Ending white privilege. If Jewish Americans make up 2% of the population, then why the half a billion Jews, billionaire Jews, did they just work harder? Was it unsure? Was it privilege? It was 1% straight white men, or is it 1% Jewish? 99%. Intersex ending Jewish privilege. The question was, oh God, oh God, this has got to be a troll. Question: the wealth inequality and Jewish privilege is not anti-Semitic. It is not defamatory. It does not insult anyone. It is it is social justice. Black Lives Matter. Honor borders for Israel. White privilege.
Oh, you can definitely tell it's a troll because of the open borders for Israel hashtag.
Yeah, it says right here, the goyim's not in this, not to scale. Wow. Goyim, the goyim is not to scale. This is like a troll. Goyim is not to scale. Not to scale.
It is actually true, though. We are not the same compared to the Hebrews. In fact, the Hebrews don't really like non-Jews.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm looking at this going, is it the 1% straight white males or is it 1% Jewish? Because they kind of talk about the wealth inequality issue about them. And this is not anti-Semitism. This is like a question of ending white privilege. If Jewish Americans make up 2% of the population, then why are half of the billionaires Jewish? Did they just work harder, or was it unsure, or was it privilege? And that was kind of the question that it does make a reasonable argument. And I'm not trying to be racist here, but it does seem
No, here's the thing. They don't really consider, from what I remember, they don't consider themselves white.
Yeah, they don't really consider themselves white. Because like, the richest ones are like, the richest billionaires are Jewish too. It's like, I don't really think any of them are like, let's look at the Jewish billionaires.
They're not white because of their what's it called? Because of their, well, they're Hebrew. Well, because of the fact they're from the Middle East. So technically, they're not white.
Yeah, Jewish billionaire was responsible for reporting 100.
I mean, if you want to go full anti-Semitic, you could just question why the hell we're still working with Israel, despite the fact that they sold our secrets to the Chinese.
Okay, 5 Jews that make Forbes list of the top 10 wealthiest Americans. Let's see what.
Being an anti-Semite would be saying we should be bombing the hell out of Israel instead of Iran.
So let's see here. So
no, that's
Facebook CEO Mike Zuckerberg leads the pack by number 4 with a net worth of $61 billion. He's followed by software giant Oracle Larry Ellison, $50.8 billion. Google co-founder Larry Page, $53.8 billion. Yeah. Let's see who else. Fellow co-founder Sergey Brin falls behind by blah blah blah, letting him finally. Former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg closes out the top with number 10 respectively at 51.8 billion. And the three top spots, by the way, are leaps and bounds ahead of the competition. Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates.
Warren Buffett.
Yeah, leads by. So let's see what the list says about the billionaires. So it's only like the top 5. Like, I don't think it's like anti-Semitism, but it's like, yeah, like it's like billionaire, Jewish billionaire David Tepper buys NFL North Carolina. Soros email hacks reveal plans to fight the racist Israel police policies. That's fair because they usually kick out anyone that's not non-Jewish.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think they? What do you think they? What should I say this? Yeah, this is. There is a Bible verse. On the Old Testament, that says that the okay, what are they called? Oh yeah, the Gentiles are here to serve us. That's their only purpose.
Yeah, Facebook's Zuckerberg is the world's richest Jew. Yeah, I guess I could deal with that.
No, that would be Bezos, though.
Jewish Brazilian billionaire charged in kickback scheme. And this is coming from Israel Times. Do not make this about anti-Semitism. No, this is basically us pointing out that these are billionaires that are Jewish. Like, God.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a stereotype to know that the Jews control the banks. I mean,
like we're not, and this is coming out of the percentage of wealth equality here, because this is something that we kind of are looking at this and wondering, like, ending white privilege. If Jewish Americans make up 2% of the population, then why are half of the billionaires Jewish? Did they just work harder, or it was unsure? Was it privilege? It is kind of true. It's like,
yeah, if anyone's watching this, we're pretty much analyzing this post right here.
Yeah, because this is coming from Israel Times. This is your community talking about this, not us. It's just because we're looking at the whole thing about Jewish billionaires, and the thing is, it's like, I have nothing against the Jews. It's just this is kind of ridiculous to the point that this happens to be true.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like you guys are talking about wealth equality and all this other stuff, and it seems that to me they're going to probably look into this more and talk about this wealth inequality to the point that, yeah, there aren't any. I don't see that many millionaires in the business, but I do see one black woman that has $1 billion, and that's Oprah.
You know, I do find it ironic that the left is also unironically anti-Semitic when it comes to the Jews. Like, for example, Karl Marx criticized the Jews as well.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though. It's like, yeah, that did.
I guess it's only okay when they do it, but when someone from the right does it, it's anti-Semitism.
Yeah, they think that the right had something to do with the whole thing. It's like, I don't know. Maybe it could be Mussolini because he believed in that stuff, but that's only because he was a fascist, as you claimed.
There is something I find interesting, and that is, I've been asking myself this question for some time now.
Yeah.
It's regarding, why are we helping Israel despite the fact that they are willing to stab us in the back? Outside Zionism, outside the Zionist idea,
Christianity reasons. They basically have Israel, which is basically a Christian historical site where Jesus and
Yeah,
other figures had gone, and especially that's why people still go there. It was the city where it's the city where Moses took his people to build a kingdom there, to build an
yeah.
empire, and it's basically where and that's pretty much what it was. That's how it all started.
Well, yeah. I mean, Israel is supposed to be the promised land. Yes, I am well
Yeah,
aware.
yeah. It was the promised land that was given to them by God Himself, and that is why they basically go. They live there, but of course, they lost it when uh, I believe when
You just a business, bro.
yeah, it's like a spiritual. It's like a little bit of a spiritual history when their king. I think it was one of their kings that basically screwed up, and God was pissed off, and they basically punished them, and they lost everything. They lost their homes.
Well, sure as hell is King David because he was one of the he was one of the good ones.
Yeah, and of course, they they were longest like the Palestinians basically established their homes there for almost I think it was 1,000 years or 800 years, and they took it back, and then they just had a war conflict with each other, and they basically had the help of England to help them out to reinstate their country back.
Of course. Hey, yeah, we got some people in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Sir.
Hey, how's it going? No, we're just talking about the wealth inequality here. Like, I'm not trying to say that this is, but it does seem like there is a lot of people talking about this, like the wealth inequality.
Yeah, we're pretty much asking ourselves the difficult questions here.
Yeah, like the wealth, like they're talking about ending white privilege, intersections of ending Jewish privilege. Like this is kind of weird though, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It's like this thing is probably going to be the most like
This is clearly something out of Paul.
yeah, this is something straight out of poll that's like really going to backfire, and it does seem to point out like they even linked like the source of fact checking here. Like it talks about billionaires, and it's like yeah, it's sort of true. There's like a lot of billionaires, and I'm like looking at the source of who is a billionaire in this whole thing, and it's like I'm looking at all this stuff like Mark Bloomberg and all these other people, George Soros, like they're billionaires.
There's also the rest of the families of the Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, and
Yeah, and it's like talking
Or the-
about the 1% that are basically rich, and they're basically talking about then why are half of the billionaires Jewish? It does seem like an interesting take on things, and I'm not saying that. It is kind of funny. The Goyams are not in the scale. Yeah, white privilege does not exist. And they'll probably do that too. If this scale is kind of pointing out something, then I do agree. It does not exist, nor does Jewish privilege exist.
you had to ask Ben Shapiro that.
Yeah, and I don't want to take away. I don't want to take away his wealth. I do not want to take away his wealth. I'd rather just earn my own shit and get out.
Listen, listen to me. Yeah, and listen, pal. How about I pay you like check $1,000 Too much for me.
If I paid you $1,000 to blow me, would you do it? I can imagine him doing that. Like, if you pay me $1,000, would you blow me? No, you wouldn't, because that's the reason why I don't support blowjobs.
And then that's I know. Listen, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of you degenerates have been joking out to my sister.
I know a lot of people were joking about her sister. I felt bad. Like,
I do know that she. I do know that she. I do know that Abby Shapiro had to undergo a breast cancer surgery, but no, her tits are intact.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought it was freaking hilariously too. It's like that's kind of weird though. But I want to go ahead and you want to go ahead and talk about this one chick that I was bringing up about the Playmate Tessa thing.
You're the one talking about it, so
yeah, I need to continue on with that. I need to continue on with that one because Playmate Tessa is on everyone's shit list. And people were upset with me for that video that I made. Like, I got like downvotes from that one. And they were accusing me of simping.
Oh no, simping would be. Oh no. You weren't no true simping. True simping would be saying that she did nothing wrong. That you would do whatever it takes to bring these motherfuckers down, just for a combo pussy. That's simping, my dude.
Yeah, that's simping. It's like they're accusing me of this. And it's like,
not calling her out. That's simping.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the recording I believe I was watching. And this is something that I'm going to go ahead and do and show you. This is the controversial video that everyone's talking about.
I don't need
it is a wig. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Leukemia? What? Do you have cancer? Oh my god, do you have cancer? You are such a loser. You're wearing a wig because you're bald.
You didn't have to simp me
You're
off.
fat, you're ugly, you look deformed, you're poor, and you have cancer and no hair, and your wig's crooked, by the way. Fix that. Take off your wig. Don't be a pussy. Take off your wig, leukemia. You have fucking cancer. You're such a loser. Oh my god, I can't. So, what's it like having fucking cancer and having to wear wigs?
Well, it's great because people give me money.
People pay you to be fucking ugly and bald?
No, people pay me because I'm dying.
You're such a fucking loser. Basically, you're getting a welfare for special needs.
Oh god.
So people give you money to like go away because they don't want to deal with you. Like they pay you to like go away, basically.
You can see
people give me money to be plastic and to go off on people.
And yeah, that's what happened. She went viral. And already she's getting like 5,000 subscribers. Like, this is her. And her subscriber count is rising.
That is one ugly looking bitch.
Well, yeah.
her attitude is her worst asset.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize, like, I wanted to address that issue on the live stream because people were getting upset with me, saying that I was simping, accusing me of simping, attacking me because I put less effort into the video, which is fine. They can criticize me about it. But this is her YouTube channel, and it's getting more subscribers. And this is what she's
$400,000 for a pink Lamborghini.
Yeah. And this chick like says, "I'm just trolling, all jokes, trolling for content purpose." This is what she says. And this is her Cash App, her Patreon. Like, people are literally giving her money. And this is like the people who are basically leaving comments on her thing. And this was pre-recorded. Like, a lot of people don't realize how bad it was. Like, this is the person that everyone's talking about. And it's like the dad seems like a reasonable guy. And this is the type of thing that they're dealing with, and it's like, I don't know. Like, here's something else that happened. I'm going to go ahead and show you cuz it's kind of ridiculous too, cuz it skips Here, let me see if I could do this. Her dad was angry and screaming at her sister. He did not know Tessie was streaming. Her dad was leaking personal info viewers took. Let's see. Her dad was leaking personal info. Let's see here. Her dad was leaking personal info viewers took at the time to find her dad's workplace. And so they did, so they can send clips to Tessie making comments about people with cancer.
Yes.
I need you at my house. I'm gonna be home in an hour. You better not be there.
I'm trying to delete. I can't delete it.
I don't know. You should have never had it on.
I was sleeping. I didn't know you were screaming.
It doesn't matter. You stop streaming in my house. It just cost me my job.
Live stream.
Honestly,
I could leave. I was sleeping.
She looks like she straight up reeks of my sister. My oldest sister has her same attitude. She's a cunt.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like, people want, like she says, she'll never be canceled because it's true. And it's like, I wanted to point out to people that this person won't be canceled based on the fact that she basically became famous off of that. And it's like, what pisses me off about this is that, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but if you're going to have something like this that pisses off people, making content that basically is going to piss off, and you get into trouble for this, why the heck are they rewarding her for that? Because they think it's funny, they think it's interesting, they think that she's just. But a lot of people think she is basically trolling for content or doing it for clout. And the fact that this is kind of ridiculous to the point that, and people were like criticizing me because you're just attacking her because you have low subscriber count. No, it's that the problem is that why are you rewarding her for that?
Did they call you an incel by any chance?
No, they called me a simp. They said that I was defending her. And that is just some stupid troll bullshit. And it's like, I'm not trying to attack her because of her content. It's just that why are you going to give her what she wants? You know that what she did was wrong, but yet you want to continuously harass me over this. I don't get it. Is this some type of Jedi mind trick bullshit that you're trying to pull with trolling? And that's the issue that I had with this. It's like I'm not trying to be mean to these people, but when it comes down to it, it's like you want to.
This is more like attention whore than it. This is basically.
Yeah, she suffers from AWD, attention whore disorder. That's basically, yeah, that's what I call it. Like, that's what she's doing. She's an attention whore, and she did this for attention, just to troll. Like, she literally trolled her own father, getting him into trouble, and trolled her own family, just to get them into trouble. And literally, her father came in and tried to point out something. Like, I got to show you the thing that he said. And he seems like a reasonably good guy. And this is what he said. This is the father.
Yeah, his side of the story.
Let's see if I can play it.
This really sucks that this has to be my first YouTube live video. So, this channel was really, the intent of this channel was always to be for the purpose of Formerly Me, which was my body transformation and weight loss journey for the past year plus, and that I'm still doing, actually. And that's what the intent and purpose of this was always to be. But due to some family drama, my oldest daughter has, with her streaming internet life that she has for herself, she has decided to involve her rest of her family into that drama that she has imposed upon us all. And there's been a lot of things. I was not aware that she was live streaming while she's sleeping. Like, who does that? Like, who just puts on a camera and just films herself while they're sleeping? But again, I don't understand the current culture of what people will watch as entertainment or to pass the time. I see guys are connecting. Yes, I am getting a Corvette. I'm getting a Corvette C8 next week. That's been, I guess, the talk of most of the comments. I've been on IP2. I've seen the post, and I've read a lot of the comments. So as they say in Reddit, the gold is always in the comments. So Maya West, since you want to dox me and put my home address out on the internet, blast me and my social media accounts and the things that I'm trying to do with my life in the world, I'm doing this live as kind of my response to that. Now, I'm not trying to seek retaliation. I'm not. I really am not trying. I'm not trying to be vindictive. But the point is that I raised you on my own for 13 years. 13 years as a single parent. Never been the best parent in the world. There's a lot of parents out there probably have been in similar situations to the one I'm in right now that can totally identify with what I'm having to deal with right now. I'm dealing with a whole bunch of crap right now. But I'm an adult. And I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it and I'll move on. But Maya, you just started being an adult and you've never had to pay for really anything in your life. You've never had to be responsible for bills. But that all ended last night because you decided to call the cops thinking that I'm going to threaten your life and kill you, which there is no record of that. Completely false. But just to get attention from the internet and increase your view count and likes and subscribers, whatever your aims were, you basically acted out a scenario where your life was in danger. You called 911. So this is completely self-imposed. You evicted yourself before I had a chance to. So congratulations, Maya, or Tessie, or however you pronounce that bullshit name. You played yourself. As DJ Khaled would say, you done played yourself. And more to the point, yes, I'm pissed. I'm angry. Who wouldn't be angry right now? Who would not be angry right now with having the lives put out on the internet, etc. Now, I've already put a lot of my life on the internet. For those of you who have been seeing my Formerly Me videos and making the memes and doing the screen captures and finding my public posts on social media, yeah, that's open game because when I put something out there publicly, I'm accepting both the good and bad of that. And as an adult, I can make that conscious decision and consent to that. But what I never consented to was being part of her live stream and her recording while she's sleeping and capturing the altercation that happened between me and her younger sister, T. Yes, I was hot. Yes, I was pissed. I was level 99 pissed going off on my daughter. Every parent's had that moment when you've gone off and you just went super raw with your emotions. And so, yeah, I did. Now, I've seen the comments. Yes, I do have a temper. I admit that. And I'm actually got anger management classes scheduled. So for those of you that have recommended anger management, it was already something being discussed and worked on. So that is happening. So, but what you're doing, Maya, is malicious. It's vindictive. It's negative. I just, for the past, I was up till 6:30 in the morning watching your bullshit live stream, watching other content where you're going after people because of either a disability, their ethnicity, or disease, or a thing like cancer. That is horrible. And the problem is I'm as your father, this is not the person that I raised. I did not raise you to be evil or to do negative things like this to other people and cause other people grief and harm, because that's what you're doing. Now, it's one thing, do it to me and all your followers, your fanboys, I don't know what the labels are for these guys that are like, I don't know if they're simps or white knights trying to come to your rescue. You can rescue yourself. You're completely capable of rescuing yourself. But no, you got to be the damsel in distress. You got to play the victim. But at the time you're doing that, you're going after people and you're causing damage. And it's real damage. It's called real world damage because there's real consequences to the stuff that you put out on the internet. So for all that negative energy and all the bad that you put out on the internet, as your father, I'm gonna always love you. I'm always gonna say I don't want no ill to happen to you. I don't. I cross my heart. I don't want nothing bad to happen. If something bad happened to you, I see. That's the thing. For anyone that's a parent out there, I hope you understand what I'm doing right now, because I'm so angry and so upset. Yet, when you love somebody, when you freaking love somebody, if anyone's out there ever really love someone with the core of your soul, and then they do something to really hurt you, betray you, it's truly being stabbed both in the back and in the heart. Because not only did she stab him in the back would have been one thing. That's what she did when she posted those streams a couple days ago, because I didn't know about it. But since then, now that she knows that I see her lives, now that she knows that I know what her YouTube channel is, now I'm being stabbed in the chest. And that is a completely other feeling when you look at someone that you love and they're just stabbing you in the chest through the internet. That's what this is, the best way I can visualize this for all you people out there. I don't want people to attack Maya. I don't want people to do nothing negative to Maya. I don't want nothing bad to happen to her. What I'm really doing this for, there's a couple of reasons why I'm doing this. One is because I feel like I need to defend myself to some degree, address this. One, the smart thing to do would be not to even address it at all and hope that it blows away and it goes away. But the problem is with the power of the internet, these things like this may never go away. I'm still getting emails. I'm still getting, there's things coming at me from all sorts of angles. And I'm like, my God, this is probably just getting started. But what I'm here to really do, the ultimate purpose of this whole live is just to ask you out there that are on this IP2 platform, Reddit or Twitch or whatever other streaming services that she's putting out this, drama, self-imposed drama bullshit that she's putting out there about her sister, now me. Come after me. Maya, you can come after me all day long. You could talk shit about me all day long. You could talk about my books. You could talk about my career. You could just come after me. I'm an adult. I could take it. But your sister is a minor. Your sister has had to be front row and center to all your drama for the past 8, 9+ years of 5, 6. So, folks, I saw the comments about, she needs mental health help. Me and her mother have spent over $40,000 in the past 7, 8 years on her mental health and well-being. She has been to psychiatrists and psychologists in Germany, in Arkansas, and in Texas. She has been to at least six doctors. She's been to 2 behavioral health institutions. She's been on multiple medications, had multiple diagnoses. So as a parent, yes, it's my job to make sure that any concerns for both her mental and health well-being gets addressed. So she has been to doctors. The last doctor she went to, she flat out refused the medication because she quickly looked up the side effects and saw that weight gain was a possible side effect. And when she asked for certain medications that he was not comfortable prescribing for, because she did her research, she basically wanted uppers because she wanted to lose weight. But he refused. He said, this is not safe for you. And she essentially walked out and refused this treatment. That was the very last doctor she ever went to. And I had to drive almost an hour away to get to that doctor, to take her to those appointments. But that's the kind of person there that wants to, when I hear people accusing me that I'm a pathetic father because I never got her medical treatment, I have records on top of records and bills on top of bills. I paid for $5,000 ambulance rides for her. I've done all of that. So as a parent, anybody out there that can associate with that, I've done above and beyond the call of duty as a parent to try to get her help. She also refused therapy. She was seeing two different counselors and therapists in Arkansas, and then here she was seeing two different counselors and therapists, and eventually none of it worked because therapy and counseling, you have to be invested in it too. You have to choose who you want to be and what information you're going to take in, and if the counseling is going to work for you or not. She never wanted it. She never did because she chose who she wanted to be, just like she's choosing who she wants to be right now. And who she is not the person that I raised. It's not the person that she was when she was young. She used to be a super sweet girl. I used to, when she'd have her birthday, I would blow up. I would blow up because I didn't have a helium tank at the time. I would literally blow up 100, 200 balloons and fill up a room with balloons. I'd fill up a room with balloons so she could just have those memories. There's been times where, as a single parent, for any single parents out there, that it's tough. It's one of the hardest jobs in the world. Single mothers, grandmothers, aunts, uncles, people that have to raise a kid. It's freaking hard. It's hard. I've traveled the world with my two girls. They've been to over 28 countries in this world. And I've given them everything I could to give them wonderful memories, to give them wonderful life experiences. We're here in the Woodlands, Texas, which anybody can Google Woodlands, Texas. It normally makes the top 10 best places to live in America. I brought them here so they could have cultural diversity, so they could have access to great schools, because we were living in Arkansas. We were in North Little Rock and Cabot, Arkansas.
Oh, shit.
We were in Cabot, Arkansas because she was.
Yeah, I've been to Woodland, Texas. It's a nice area. It's a very rich. It's kind of a rich area, but Woodland's kind of a high income area. I used to remember Woodland, Texas is actually a high income area. And it's a nice area too. It's a very weird. It's kind of diverse, and yeah, it's a very. But unfortunately, I guess, yeah, this guy's loaded, but he actually seems like a reasonable guy.
Being bullied. And so one of the main proponents of me taking them from Arkansas, moving down to the Woodlands, was to give them opportunities, access to better education, and to get them into a multicultural, diverse environment community so she wouldn't be bullied like she was in Arkansas. All of that I did for her as her father. And this is how all of that effort, all of that energy, all of those decisions I made in the best interest of my daughters is repaid to me, because she captured me going off on my youngest daughter because she wouldn't listen to me. Yes, I said a lot of things I'm not proud of. I said a lot of things about my ex-wife, which is Maya's mother, and I have to thoroughly apologize. If you ever watch this, Iman, I'm sorry. I should be a better person than that. I really should be. And I'm sorry. I should have been a better husband. And in hindsight, I guess you could say I should have been a better father. But it is what it is. This is where I'm at now. I'm going to ask you, Maya, you can come after me all you want. You can do your lives to your heart's content. Do you? You can talk shit about me till the cows come home. Leave your sister out of this. For your followers, your fans, your white knights, your simps, or your, assistants, leave Tia alone. She's a minor. She's got the rest of her life ahead of her. She has done nothing Tia has done nothing but be the best possible sister she could to a person like Maya. That is the God honest truth.
Yeah, and this guy seems like a reasonable guy because you could tell by his honesty, like he was tearing up on this whole situation. And that's what happened. It's like this chick literally tried to put her father in trouble. This is what happened. Like her father, he literally this girl put her father into deep shit.
Dude, the corner at night. I'm falling asleep.
I'm sorry, dude. You can go ahead and you can go to bed, man, if you want to.
Alright. I'll hit you out later, man.
Yeah, I'll see you later, man. You take care.
Alright, likewise, bro.
Yeah, because this girl managed to become famous. Like, she even said it in the video.
To take you off of Livestream.
No. It's very despicable of you.
Do you want me to take you off?
No, you can leave me on because I have some things to say, and they should hear it too.
Hi.
You are a narcissistic drama queen, okay? You are. All of this is you're doing because you can't do the basic things like bathe, take a bath, and what's really, really, really sad here is that all this drama you're creating just so you can monetize
He's talking
this
to
and make
himself.
some money and get some 15 minutes of fame. I mean, who do you think you are? You think you're just like that Catch Me Outside girl? Is that your
I mean, who do you think you are?
Is that what you're gonna do next? Drop a rap album? I mean, I don't know.
I already did that several times.
You do you. You have your life. Enjoy your life. But what you've done today, what you've been doing, is I don't even know you anymore. Reddit, whatever other platforms you're trying to get your 15 minutes fame. But I hope you enjoy this 15 minutes because once this 15 minutes is over, it's a cold, hard reality awaiting you.
Oh, you could save your breath because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Save your breath. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
I wish you the best. Goodbye. You're dead to me.
Wait, I still need to get my thing.
Yeah. Like,
Or not. It's like, I just don't know if I fully believe that, like, that's the case. Do you want me to take you off of Livestream?
No. It's very despicable of you.
Do you want me to? It's like, it was for the best. Like, my dad's very, like...
Is he on location right now?
Ma'am?
Is he at the house right now? Does he have any weapons with him?
He has serious mental disorders. He has multiple guns. Come. That's 28. Whoop. Hotel IRL. Guys, this is depressing. I wish I brought Molly. Hold on, I'm not really like looking my best. But guys, we're doing a hotel IRL. This should be fun. And the thing is, like, it was for the best. Like, had I like not left, it would have been bad for me. But at the same time, them not like being totally willing to help and the whole like, oh, we can't drive you and stuff, and like we're not. It's like, I just don't know if I fully believe that like that's the case. Do you want me to take you off of Livestream?
No. It's very despicable of you.
Do you want me to take you off?
You can leave me on because I have some things to say. And they
yeah. And this is something that this is the type of person that is getting a lot of attention. And that's what happened. Her goal was to get a lot of attention. And even when she said this is the type of things that people are talking about, like especially what they're saying on this website. Like literally they're just trolling. And she is just trolling, but at the same time, you know, I don't think people understand the situation. Like they literally think I'm simping for her. And I don't get why, but this is ridiculous. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Like, they're rewarding this chick for a lot of reasons. Like, she's literally getting rewarded for this. I'm not kidding. Like, this chick is literally getting rewarded for this. For disrespecting the father, disrespecting her sister, disrespecting disrespecting everybody. And she's literally getting rewarded for this. That's the irony of this whole thing. Like, why doesn't anyone understand me when I said this? Like, literally, I just pointed out that she is rising in subscriber count, and they're literally accusing me of being a simp, and then try to shit on me about my content. And I'm just realizing, yeah, these people are fucking trolls. Fuck these people. This is why I hate trying to deal with this content. And I only wanted to point this out because some people were literally getting upset with me over this. Sending me messages, sending me like a lot of freaking stupid messages. Like, no joke. They literally sent me, this is what this one guy said. Okay, Sim, guess. Okay, I guess I'll do it in a voice that most people say. Okay, Simp. I guess you are the one for her tier 3 subs who defended her in the end. Always commenting on the comments to hide the guilt that you're simp antics. Like, literally. And there's another one that says, so it's cool to make, this is what they said. So it's cool to make fun of cancer patients just as long as it's as long as a person saying the rude things is trolling and joking. Gotcha. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that she literally is getting away with this. And there's nothing you and me can do about it. Because she already managed to make it to the top. And you guys are arguing with me for no apparent reason other than to hate on me because of that. And I'm not trying to say anything mean to you guys, but this is literally what I'm saying. She's literally a troll trying to get attention, and you want to get on my ass about this just because I do low minimum effort videos on this? No, I just wanted to point that out to you guys. Because this is literally what's going on. And people think I'm trying to do this for views? No. I'm doing this as a hobby. That's all I'm doing. And this is something that people need to understand. And I don't know why anyone doesn't get it through their thick skull. I'm only pointing out this issue. And people need to understand that. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but this is something that needs to be addressed. Because otherwise, it's just going to be a problem. And it's like, the father doesn't seem like a bad person. It's just she has a problem. And you can see she's doing like a lot of antics, getting away with a lot of things. And that's the problem. Like, people think I'm crazy or stupid or whatever the heck they're going to call me. It doesn't matter. They're just going to still call me a simp. They're going to call me that as a joke because they literally are doing that just to be assholes about it. And I'm just trying to say, like, look, this person may be mentally crazy. Maybe she's doing this just to get attention because literally she's doing this all the time to get attention. That's all she's doing. She's just putting herself out there to make fun of people. She's literally getting away with it. She's literally trying to play a character on the internet, basically starting drama. And this is her Twitter feed. This is literally who she is. Like, she basically deleted all her stuff. Basically, I'm not apologizing because I'm talented and also not active a lot. And this is kind of strange. Like, She used to have like 500 something followers. And it's kind of strange that she's she literally deleted it. And the fact is, she doesn't give a flying F. That's how I see it. And if you think I'm wrong, go ahead and tell me I'm wrong in the comment section. Because literally, she is literally, and I'm doing this as an analytical thing, that she's literally getting away with it. And you guys want to argue with me about accusing me of all this bullshit? That's the thing that I'm just pointing out. Like, why are people getting upset over this? Why are they going to get upset with me? I guess it's because they think I'm an idiot. But I'm just pointing this out because she's literally getting away with saying that disrespecting a cancer patient and literally getting this many subscribers. And this is kind of why I don't understand why people would get upset over this. And this is something that needs to be addressed. So anyways, I got to go. I got to get out of here because this is literally ridiculous. Because they leave all these negative comments at me like this. She figured out how to trigger people. This is not a negative comment, but this is something. So it's cool to make fun of patients. So as long as the person saying rude things is trolling and joking, gotcha. No, I'm not saying you said this, but I'm not putting words in your mouth. Just seems like that's the concept of where you're going with. But I'm aware she's a troll, but didn't need some person that won't show evidence back up what he's saying because others did so. I don't have to say it, so she's a troll. It's clear she's a troll. No excuse what she said. Yeah. But and I actually had a live stream a while back. And she doesn't care. Like I said right here, she doesn't really care what we all think of her. She said, when she said horrible things to a cancer patient, already her subscriber count is rising. And the goal is to become famous at hand. And we can't stop her. Which is what I said. Literally, you're arguing with me, attacking me, for no apparent reason. And you're saying I'm sipping, and you can see right here, I didn't subscribe to her. It's still red. Let me show you something, you illiterate kids on YouTube. Let me show you. If I wanted to, I could subscribe to this person, the fittest gamer. And it's gray, and it says subscribe. But did I subscribe to her? No. If you want to keep harassing me about this, I could probably put a subscribe button, add to that button just to spite you guys, but I didn't because out of sheer principle, I wouldn't want to subscribe to this person, but everyone else is. Obviously, they care about. Obviously, they all want her to say something mean to a cancer patient. So yeah. Anyways, I gotta go. So take care, guys. Bye-bye. Because I'm out of here.